Final day of the Dakar, and Stefan Peter-Hansel takes the record as he takes his 6th win on the event. Superb achievement which had Peter-Hansel in tears at the end of the day. In the cars, Mitsubishi taking 1, 2, 3, 4. The first win for Jean-Pierre Fontenay. Glorious weather conditions for the final stage of the competition. In the truck, Carol Leprace took his 4th win on the event, the 100th anniversary of Aqua Trucks. Dakar, the capital of Senegal, the venue they've all been chasing for nearly 3 weeks since it all started just outside Paris. Taking back yesterday's event and a fastest stage time for Alfie Cox, the South African, running extremely well. He has developed his technique for rally raiding this year. 8 times winner of the Roof of Africa rally, but this one a little bit different even for somebody as experienced as him. Gerard Jimink also going well. 2-part stage to yesterday's event. Alfie Cox winning the first part and Gerard Jimink taking the win on the second part. Stefan Peter-Hansel had his problems. He had a fall on the second special stage, and Jean-Louis Schlesser almost got swept out to sea as he got a little bit carried away with the Atlantic on the horizon. Jutta Kleinschmidt, teammate in the Schlesser buggy team, helping him get the buggy out, and Schlesser in fact setting the fastest time on the first stage. So Schlesser finishing off the event in some style, but never really quite able to keep up with the Mitsubishis. The 2-wheel drive buggies unable to compete with these brilliant Mitsubishi Pajeros that have led the way since the beginning. A look at some of the stories that have been told over the last few days with some of the competitors talking about just how difficult this year's event has been. Only 29% of the starters have managed to finish, and there have been some falls along the way. The Dakar, though, has always been known for its incidents. Stage, which is just an 18-kilometre blast along the beach, and nothing too serious for the competitors to worry about. The traditional way to finish off the Dakar Rally.
Et voilà, ultime baroud d'honneur de ce 20e Paris-Dakar.
On board with Philippe Alliot.
Voit ces difficultés, ces lassitudes. Baroud d'honneur autour du lac Rose, autour de la plage à Dakar. Notre Champs-Élysées à nous, comparé avec le Tour de France.
Comparing the run along the beach with the run along the Champs-Élysées for the Tour de France competitors at the end of their event. And Philippe Alliot winning the T3 4-wheel drive category with his 6th position overall with co-driver Jackie Dubois. Superb achievement for the former Grand Prix driver. But a superb achievement also for the Sonoto Ralliart team, and a 1-2-3-4 for Mitsubishi on the event. Second year in succession that they've taken the top 4 places, but with a change in terms of who came number 1. Jean-Pierre Fontenay, the winner, of the event this time. All four Mitsubishis running together in a display today. Jean-Pierre Fontenay, though, the 40-year-old, married with one child, man who started out as a technician for the team, started his rally driving career in 1982 and won the FIA Marathon Cup in 1994. Now, at last, he's won the Dakar. Celebrities on hand as well to take pictures of the competitors at the finish. Basil Bollé, the African football player who won the championship with Marseille a little while ago, taking a great deal of interest in the Mitsubishis as they come through to the end. Hiroshi Masuoka, the number 4 in the Mitsubishi group, along with co-driver from Germany, Andreas Schulz. A very emotional time for Jean-Pierre Fontenay, winning this event with Gilles Picard, his co-driver, but thinking very much of his former co-driver Bruno Musmara, who died last year and with whom he competed so often. Never won the Dakar before. He was third in 95, third in 96. He was second last year in 97. But at last now, Jean-Pierre Fontenay has won the Dakar to go with his wins at Paris, Beijing and the Australian Safari in previous years. And Jean-Pierre Fontenay saying that to win this event he'd like to dedicate it to the memory of Bruno Musmara, great friend and a great support in the past.
It was a very difficult Dakar, so quite long and quite difficult rally, but we took second place. It was a speed for me. Of course, the first place is much better, but not so easy. But we won last year, okay?
Oui, non, c'est sûr que je suis très déçu.
Bruno Sabi disappointed not to have been able to take the win for a second time. He said he got lost a couple of days ago, and that really was when he lost too much time to be able to challenge for the lead anymore. Putting it down to his own fault, and that's just the way it goes. But also pleased to see Jean-Pierre Fontenay win the event for the first time.
Ce qui m'a confirmé que malheureusement le rallye raid était une discipline basée quand même sur l'aventure et que mon esprit de compétition domine encore et que j'ai de temps en temps un peu de nostalgie de l'époque où je courais en rallye.
And Jean-Louis Schlesser making it home as the first two-wheel drive vehicle home, finishing in 5th place overall. The two buggies going well, and in fact Jutta Kleinschmidt setting the fastest time today.
Regardez ce qu'il y a comme moyen mis en œuvre de la part de l'équipe.
Jean-Louis not so disappointed, particularly when looking at the budget that Mitsubishi have spent on the event over the last few years and still spending. He's not too disappointed that they can't manage to beat the Mitsubishis, but they're doing a good job nonetheless. Winner of the Marathon T1 category, Henny Tentoon from Holland.
We were ahead at least.
The co-driver speaking, that is.
Still you have to drive a lot more, of course.
Bob Ten Harkel, the driver of that machine, and a win for them in T1.